Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Rafe questions E.J. and Melinda about Sloan. In Thed.A.'s office, Melinda packed UPE.J.'s effects. Stefan walked in, and Melinda handed the box to him to deliver to.J. Can I help you with commodity? Melinda asked. Stefan complimented Melinda on her rehiring. Cautious, Melinda advised Stefan that if he tried to remove her from office like he'd removed E.J., he'd lament it. Stefan told Melinda that his only focus was to prove that Gabby was innocent. Stefan asked Melinda if she'd renew the murder case. I have not made any opinions on any cases yet, Melinda said. All I am asking is that you follow the law, Stefan said. Suspicious, Melinda asked Stefan why J. had been disinterested in helping Stefan. Stefan explained J. had followed his own docket. You're an honorable public menial. Plus, this could curry some favor from the police manager, Stefan said. Melinda reminded Stefan that she didn't report to Rafe. With a nod, Stefan suggested that it would help Melinda's character if she helped identify Lee's real killer. Like I said, I have not had a chance to look at the lines yet, Melinda reiterated. Can you look now? Stefan asked. Melinda moaned. After a brief hunt, Melinda located the train and read through it. Stefan assured Melinda that the police had delved the new substantiation. With a glower, Melinda noted that the family of the indicted had run the new tests. It went through the lab, obviously, Stefan said. Melinda argued that she couldn't do anything until her office ran its own independent disquisition. Sure, but you have to admit, these data in this brochure feel enough satisfying in Gabby's favor, Stefan said. Do I? Melinda said with a raised eyebrow. Melinda explained that no matter how important Stefan and Rafe wanted to claim that Gabby was innocent, it didn't mean it was true. You going to review this case, or do I need to go over your head? Stefan asked. Protective, Melinda reminded Stefan that she was Thed.A, and she didn't answer to the demurrage. I was not trying to push you around, Stefan assured Melinda. Stefan explained that he was anxious to get his woman out of captivity. Melinda softened, and she said she understood that it was a terrible situation for Gabby. But we can right that wrong together, Stefan rumored. Stefan told Melinda that he admired her and her office. I heard your press conference. You said you were committed to making Salem a safer, more just place. Does not that mean releasing innocent women from captivity and getting killers off the road? Stefan asked. Melinda told Stefan that she had no issue with continuing the case as long as the new substantiation was licit and a judge agreed to renew it. So, you'd be willing to take it to court? Stefan asked. Melinda noted there was a caseload backlog. Is not it your duty to see that justice is carried out? Stefan asked. I do want justice for Lee Shin. But as long as we are being honest then, I believe that he formerly got it, Melinda said. Stefan set his jaw, and he noted that his woman wasn't a killer. Melinda reported that Gabby had had a provocation to kill Lee, but Gil had not. You're wrong, Stefan growled. Melinda said she was open to the idea that Gabby was innocent, but in her professional opinion, the new substantiation wasn't enough to renew the case or free Gabby. Bonnie walked into the Kiriaki's living room, and Maggie saluted her. Where you been? Maggie asked. Bonnie admitted she had been laying low in her room to avoid all the houseguests. It was veritably lively, Maggie agreed. Peace and quiet at last, Bonnie said. As Maggie jounced in agreement, Alex ambled in with Teresa on his arm. I was not awaiting you so soon, Maggie said. I did not know we demanded to make an appointment to walk into our own home. But Bonnie, good to see you, Alex said. Alex kissed Bonnie on the impertinence, and she hesitantly asked if both Alex and Teresa were moving into the house. You have not heard? Teresa asked. Alex confessed that he hadn't had time to reach out to Justin. Justin sure has missed you these last couple months, Bonnie said. Bonnie noted that Justin would be thrilled to hear that Alex would be living under the same roof. Alex combated that he'd be busy with work, but he planned to connect with Justin at some point. Bonnie joked that she'd tell Justin to pencil Alex in. Teresa thanked Maggie for her hospitality. "Of course, dear. I'm so happy that you're going to be living then," Maggie said. Maggie hugged Teresa. Alex explained that his plan was to move into the East Sect, and Maggie noted that Henderson had been preparing the apartments as requested. "Apartments?" I allowed. "We were participating a room," Teresa asked. Alex noted that they had the full sect to themselves. "You are going to have a room. I am going to have a room. We are going to partake a room. No more confined apartment living, you know?" Alex said. Alex promised to buy Teresa a wardrobe befitting someone with the Kiriakis' air at law. Teresa was taken suddenly. "Someone?" Teresa said. Alex noted that they hadn't defined their relationship yet. After Alex and Teresa headed upstairs, Bonnie blurted out, "What in the holy hell was that?" Maggie signed. Bonnie called Justin to tell him about Alex's move. Justin is going to be happy to spend further time with Alex, but he raised some enterprises over, let's see, how did he put it? "Ah, yes, the sharp nature of the Kiriakis' fortune," Bonnie said. Maggie agreed, and she said she hoped Justin would be a good influence on Alex. "Worked on me," Bonnie said. Bonnie and Maggie laughed. Alex and Teresa returned to the living room, and Teresa raved about the new space. "Will you two be joining us for regale?" Maggie asked. Alex noted that he wanted to review the menu. Maggie directed Alex to look for the chef in the theater. "Great. I am going to head down to the Forces. I am going to check a many effects out. Also perhaps latterly we can go for a syncope?" Alex said to Teresa. Alex kissed Teresa on the impertinence, and he joked that they could work on the breaststroke. "Sounds good," Teresa purred. Bonnie's eyes went wide. After Alex left, Teresa noted, "I could really get used to this." Maggie encouraged Teresa to feel at home, and Teresa thanked Maggie again. "I am just thankful to be in a place where I do not have to worry about rent and serviceability," Teresa said. Maggie admitted that she knew about Teresa's recent struggles. "I just hope you take this time to sort out your life. And to figure out what you want to do next," Maggie said. Teresa jounced in agreement. Bonnie joked about Alex's wealth, and Maggie advised Teresa to be careful with Alex. "Plutocrat has a way of changing people," Maggie said. "Amen, family," Bonnie agreed. Maggie left to find Alex, and Bonnie stayed behind to converse with Teresa. "You remind me of me," Bonnie said. "How exactly?" Teresa asked. Bonnie explained that she had been after the Kiriakis' wealth when she had first moved by. "I tried to marry Victor to get it. But with Justin, it's a whole different story." "Seems to me you are going for door number 1, Bonnie said. "Are you calling me a gold digger?" Teresa asked. Bonnie said that she didn't judge Teresa. "It's impeccably fine to fall in love with a man and his plutocrat, as long as you are not trying to con him like Constantine. Word to the wise, stay down from that piece of scrap," Bonnie counseled. Teresa jounced yes. Bonnie encouraged Teresa to pursue Alex if she loved him. Upstairs, Maggie caught up with Alex in the hallway. Alex noted that the stable demanded a full addition, and he'd set up in mastermind to rebuild the Forces from scrape. "There's going to be no construction on the grounds until after the marriages," Maggie said. "Marriages?" Alex asked. Maggie told Alex that Xander and Sarah were engaged. Alex asked if he and Teresa would be invited. "We know Victor would want everybody to get on," Alex said. Maggie noted that family always set up a way to get on. "I just want to be clear about the boundaries," Maggie said. Maggie stressed that she'd not give in to every one of Alex's wishes. "I mean, you talk about what Victor wanted. I promise you, he wouldn't want you disrespecting his woman. Or anyone he watched about," Maggie said. Alex argued that he'd fresh ideas about the house and the staff.